time. So there's the dice roll, so you're going to go ahead and click it. Just click it once, it'll give you a dice roll. Nice, solid. So see what I mean about the mechanism of you got your cards to your hand. So right now you don't have any forces on the field. My suggestion would be, since we don't have enough cards to, immediately go after an attack, you have 5 moves. So you have 5 put cards down, take cards back, whatever it might be. I would do, honestly, 2 of the John Oil Riders. So I do one of those 2 right there, the full art and the common. It doesn't matter what order you do it. So you can click on it, and then it'll say play. I'll show you it a little bit later, but when you have multiple like that too, so click that. Good. See that little left on the red? There's like a little red that's also next to the play. If you have multiple in your hand, it'll play all of them as long as you have the capability to. And then go ahead and show hand again, and maybe I would suggest you like your detection bomber, so maybe play one of those. You have 4 slots on the field. And you have 2 more moves. My suggestion might be either maybe a building, put one down, or an intel. I would keep your 4th slot open just to kind of give you that capability. Or you can play 2 of force. It's really up to you. But then you're probably going to want to either end your turn.
Does this mean I still have 1 move, or did I use them all?
No, you do. So I was saying you can end your turn, or you can put another force down. It's kind of up to you. I like to keep the 4th slot open, but you do have 1 card down. So it's really up to you. You can play an intel, maybe a different. You have 1 building down, 2 forces, so you can play burn notice and get an intel on the field, or maybe my suggestion would be playing one of the weathers, because a weather, when you do get 3 total on the field, you'll get an extra turn. So it's kind of a crapshoot, but you just kind of gotta guess, and you can always, it'll utilize moves to take those away, but sometimes that's just what you gotta do. Sometimes it's the luck of, so no, you don't want to do that. Perfect. Now he went already, so now it's your turn again. Otherwise, there's a little blue dot, see that's next to your icon on the bottom left? It signifies it's your turn. So go ahead and play the other weather. Ideal conditions is right there. If you so choose. And then here you have capabilities. You don't have any more, you can't put any more forces down, new forces, without taking some forces off the field now. So you've been getting really good rolls and really bad hands. Not your fault, just the luck of the cards right now. My suggestion might be you want to take that fortified greenhouse and maybe put it back in your hand. You have 2 of another force in your hand. I maybe would swap those out, so back to hand if you want to for that. It's totally up to you, but maybe show hand, click on Agent Nikki. Perfect. And see the little red one? Hit that guy. That'll take both of those from your hand and put them on the field. Now what you do here is up to you.
Bumping again.
Sometimes you can end it. You can take something back to hand if you don't want to. It's really up to you.
How do I attack or whatever?
You need 1 more of each.
Not sure if you knew, my computer is shot, so waiting a few weeks. Rough, dude.
Gets drawn.
What happened to it?
Turn. You'll need 1 more if John Ryder pops up. That'll be your first, and 1 more if Nikita, if that pops up. It's really just sometimes you need it to move along so that you can have a new roll. If that makes sense. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
So you need 1 more weather, 1 more Nikki, or 1 more John.
So you can only have 4 cards out, right?
You can only have 4. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Forces, or such. 4 factors. They're kind of like your weapons. Yeah. So if you're done with this turn, because you can't really do too much, you can go ahead and hit end. Above the dice.
Yeah.
Or if you want to just swap things out, it's totally up to you. Because you do have 1 of the bomber out, you could take that back to your hand and put 1 of the RX salamanders, which you have 2 of. But that's just kind of it's all prediction. It's really up to you.
Okay.
So you'll hit end and it'll say end turn. They're eventually going to change it so that end game is on a different, or at least confirms with you, because sometimes that happens. So see the blue dot is on the top left, and that means that is their turn. You can see how many turns they have left with the dice, and then it'll pop up in the middle of the screen for you when it's your turn. There you go.
Great.
Perfect. Well, okay, so, oh god, of course it's when you have one. My suggestion would be to pull that bomber back to hand. Perfect. And you're gonna have to wait, it's annoying. However, oh, of course they get a 6. On your next turn, you can play that bird notice. The bird notice is intelligence. It will have you be able to pick 3 forces of their cards to discard, take 6 from their deck and mill it, and or take 3, force the person to discard 3 from their hand. You'll see, I prefer the milling the deck of the 6, because that means that they basically, it'll go from that top white pile to the discard pile where the opponent has 3 of them, and it means that they can't access them.
Right.
But yeah, so you can see there's different like ways to go about the play style. It's a lot of fun. There's different capabilities of like how you want to play. I have different decks that are made in different ways. Perfect, so you have a 5, so you can go ahead and play that burn notice. If you'd like, the middle bar will allow you to kind of scroll over to the left. So if you click that and you hit the little red one, it'll do all 3. So you'll be able to play it. Forward. So yeah, this is where you get your options. You can read each one. If you have any questions, let me know. Bounce 3 means, you know how you have those 4 forces out? That means you get to choose 3 of the cards. So for instance, that would be like 2 of their Y3 Leos and their weather, and you would make them put them in their discard. The enemy discard 3 is they have to choose 3 from their hand. And the mill 6, it goes straight from their white pile to their discard pile, and it just takes the top 6. They don't.
But bounce 3 is cards they have in play?
Yes. So, but that's 3 in total. So it would be, for instance, right now, if you're looking at the opponent, they have 2 Gemini, 2 Y3 Leo, and 1 ideal conditions. You could basically take one of the 2 and take that and the weather, and those would be out of play, and they would basically only have 1.
I'm gonna do this because I want to screw with their plans.
You know,
select from their action pass.
Idea is doing 1. I would do 1, 2, and 3, like 1 from each, because then you're reducing the chance that they can actually play them. Oh, did it do 2? Okay, that's cool.
I really didn't like that one. I really wanted that one to be completely out of commission.
The Gemini is a good one. It is. So see, there's different ways to go about it. I've done milling before. You still have 2 turns, so go ahead and show your hand. Solid. You can scroll with the center bar to view what's on the left and right. So right.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
And this is really up to you on what you want to do. You have 2 of your amplified. A building could come into play. You could do the arc salamander for another forest. You're kind of waiting on your draw right now. But you have 2 of quite a few forces. So actually, you know what? I would do the chemical augmentation. Something that's really special about WMDs, which is unique to why you only have 1 of them allowed in your deck. I would do the little red button to play both. But basically, if you get 1 more of these and are able to play this, you can take out 2 territories. You can only play once per game. Like, even if you were somehow able to get it back from your discard, you can't use it again. And it can't take out a leader, but it's really, really deadly in the sense it can take out 2 of your territories.
Dang, man. That sucks.
Narcissistic bureaucrat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and for the music volume, yeah, that Sorry, Sean mentioned it. So yeah, you can see your options here. That's pretty solid. You have a building if you want to play a building and see what those options are, because buildings are pretty much always going to be the same kind of play move. You have 2 of the Nikitas. I would definitely do that because you already have 1 of those down. And that will be your first force to be able to attack their territories. And now you get to choose which one. For the music, we have a great DJ or gentleman composer that made it numbskull. However, if you did want to turn it down, because I had to turn it down, it was giving me more emotions than what was happening in the game. You can, there's a center menu to the left. It's like in the middle of the screen in the left. Click that, and then there's a second side menu. It'll pop up with 3.
I'm actually like, I'm vibing with it, and currently the audio levels are pretty much where I'd want them to be anyways as far as my stream goes, so.
Perfect. Just letting you know in case it changes or whatnot. Or, there's different sound effects. If you want to listen to the sound effects of the cards more or whatever it might be, whenever your fancy changes. So you'll want to select one of those to eliminate.
Yeah, for sure.
But once you kind of see how you're feeling, or if you want to, have a different style of game, that's how you do that. It's just so you're.
Gotcha, bitch.
Solid. So you still have 5 moves. So you want to show your hand, and I'll let you. You have 3 of that card, so you can play it right away, and you have 3 of that card, so you can play it right away. That's really up to you, friend.
Mm-hmm.
One's going to be morale, so it'll be a direct hit to their morale. So see the numbers on the top that say 17, and then yours says 20 at the bottom. This will add. I think it'll actually add morale to you, or it'll give you. It'll either add morale to you if you choose it, or take away morale from them overall. I'd suggest probably the building first. Yeah, so Warsaken is a completely original soundtrack and everything. The gentleman that makes those. So this is where you can return 3 from your discard pile. So that pile that says number 6 right there, you can either return 3 straight to your hand, or you can return 6 to your arsenal. So that arsenal is that white deck. Basically, it'd be moving all of the forces you've used thus far back to the possibility of going to your hand if you want, or you can put 3 directly in your hand. I would suggest actually returning 3 to hand, since you still have 2 moves left, but it's also up to you. It's really up to you. If you want to have one, it's the way to, without doing another turn, to be able to get more cards back in your hand.
I'll be on the inside.
And you can play her again.
That was the plan.
Yeah, there you go. See, I've done that before too. I'm not gonna lie, I've had Azar come in and be my double kill shot. So you have her ready, but you just gotta wait on the next turn since we're.
I'll be on the inside.
I thought that it would put all 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't cheat the system too much for you, but it.
So you can only do 2 per turn.
No, you can only do, because you have 2 moves left. That was why. Because one of the moves was playing the intel, so it moved 2 of the cards for you. But you still need 1 move to play that other card, if that makes sense. So you're going to be able to play her shortly. You just,
rough.
5 out of 6. You're fine.
I'll be on the inside.
So yeah, nice. Good job. Nice. You're winning so far. So see, you got 14, 20. So that morale card that you have 3 of, if you decide to play it, it wouldn't take out any forces on the field. It would come directly from that member.
Right.
You're getting my blood. Oh, yay. Oh, wait, no. Go to the right. Sorry. Go, chemical augmentation, play that. You only need one more of those. Oh, please. I'm so excited for you. Sorry. Ow. I just kicked myself. I got so excited.
Careful.
You get to take out his other 2 territories. And then you're
Both of
literally
them?
just need to take out his leader. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. Sorry. Sorry,
Rip.
Grievnik. Good job. And do you still have moves left? Yes, you still. Oh my
Still
gosh.
have one move, right?
Yeah, do you have
But-
a John Rider?
No.
Alas, matey.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all
Do we
good.
have a weather? No, of course.
Gotta
Okay,
give them
so-
some chance to recuperate, you know?
Here, why don't you, it's like, it's up to you, but I would maybe play your DX, one of your DXs. You definitely want to force. You can't take them out with a WMD, but you have 2 options right now. Either one of those, just stick with one, and that, if you would, as soon as you get those
It's all
out of your
good.
hand, you're gonna be winning. I'm so excited. WMD is Weapon of Mass Destruction. It's a special type of force. There's, for instance, you had a, what was it that we just played? Chemical augmentation. It allows you to take out 2 enemy territories, but you can only use it once per match, even if you were able to get it back. And it cannot be used to take out a leader. The other variations of
Whoa,
the card,
how did-
for instance,
how-
are...
How did they take out all of my forces? They took out my bomb, my intel thing, and
No.
my engineer.
Oh, well, the bomber guy was because he did what you did to him. So you still have the RX
Right.
Salamander, so play all those is my suggestion to you. And you honestly should be able to win right now. But remember when you were able to take the 3 cards away
I know
from his
just how to
forces? He did the same to you.
Right,
You have
but
another more in your
his
hand,
was
so
for
you-
my forces and mine was for his territory or whatever.
Yes, sir. And you won. Congrats.